Okay, so here's the issue. Notice I have an envelope over my drive information just in case. You could go ahead and press the eject button. Now the Xbox is assembled other than the cases. I apologize. I have to press the eject button. You see the drive flash? And you can hear it actually trying to push in and out. I'll be quiet here so you can hear it. So it is attempting to try and eject. You can see the Xbox will flash, indicating that it's supposed to be ejecting. So it sounds to me like it's a mechanical issue. In a second here, I'll go ahead and pull the DVD drive apart and show you what I think is going on. But we're trying to resolve this issue of why it won't eject. Now you'll notice if I do hit eject, I drop it, it'll come out. So it seems to me like something's being ajarred or it's getting stuck on something. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I want to fix it, so I have to drop my Xbox every time. So I'll go ahead and put it back in. Now I've taken the BenQ drive apart and narrowed it down to some other some things that it could be. One is, or this is what I believe is going on, but I'm not sure how to resolve the issue. I'd like a little feedback. If you notice right now, the BenQ is stuck. I cannot pull the CD tray out. It's completely unpullable, and it's not giving any leeway. Now what I found that resolves the issue, there's a sliding bar under this metal piece. If we slide this bar over, you can really, I don't know if you can see it, you'll notice that the center console drops. Now, something you'll notice is that when the console is raised, or when the center part is raised, you'll see you will see a little metal tab here with a hole in it. As this center area comes up, there's a little pin that goes through that hole, which prevents this slider from sliding. So what does this slider do? Well, other than raising and lowering the center part for when there's a CD entered, it also prevents the CD tray from sliding out if the center part is up also. Obviously, so if it's reading the disc, it's not, you're not ejecting the disc, it's not screwing up the drive. So if we were to slide this bar all the way to the left, or actually towards the camera, so we're sliding the bar in this direction, the center part will drop, and we'll want to push on it just slightly, very lightly, to make sure that it's not up and it's not going to be hit by the tray. And then this tray is now able to slide out very easily. You can see there's almost no effort. Some other mechanical aspects to think about too is the tray. If you look on the bottom of it, has a track here that goes all the way back. Now what this track is connected to that slider. So the slider moves from left to right. So as the tray, if you'll think of that track, and as the tray moves back into position, that slider's in the same spot, but oh look, the track is bending. It's gonna move this pin that's sticking out of the track. It's gonna move the pin that's sticking off the slider in the track, and it's gonna move that slider over to the other side, which should cause the center part to come up through motors or whatnot. I'm not too sure what causes the center part to come up, but it's obviously not mechanical when it shuts. So here we can get a closer look. Here's our slider, right, under this little metal bar here. As we shut the tray, you'll notice, pay close attention, you'll see that slider It actually moves over. I don't know if you can really see it. So what's the issue here? What's causing all the problems? Well, if you notice, I'm gonna push on this a little bit, as if I were to push it in. You're really not supposed to do that, but I'm just gonna simulate what's going on. Now, if I push this in, you notice it's actually fairly hard to get out. And I believe it has to do with that slider. If you look at the slider, remember it's in the track on the drive. You can see that slider moving back and forth as this moves. Sometimes, oh, there it goes. Now sometimes if it pushed in too hard, it now prevents it from coming out. I really had to tug on it to get it out. One idea I had was put some very, very small stoppers, and they are also black, so it's probably impossible to see, on the backside, preventing this tray from hitting the backside and hitting it too hard. This did not seem to solve the problem. Once again, it's stuck. You see, you got to pull on it to get it out, and that again is because that slider is following this track here. So my problem to you guys is, I want to see what you guys think, how this could be resolved, and if my assumptions are correct. That is one possibility that I believe is going on. Something to do with that track. The slider is either getting hard to move for some reason, some dust buildup or whatnot, so when you pull it out it's not as easy. Here we can see the slider moving, but then when we push it too hard, that slider is locking into position. Some other notes to make is as that slider moves, I don't know if you can really see here, you'll see this gear here. Connected to, oh geez, I forget. I don't know how to gear. I forget what kind of gear that is. Anyways, as it turns, that slider bar is going to slide over and grab onto that gear. And that I'm not sure what the purpose of that is or how that works. So some feedback on that would be nice. Also, I'm not sure mechanically what brings up the center area. I'm assuming that has something to do with the servo, a motor brings that up. Anyways, if you guys can help me out. So like I said, the main issue is the drive will go in, which is fine. It won't eject back out. Let's see the blinking light stop. You'll hear it clicking, trying to push the drive out mechanically. For whatever reason it gets stuck, the light flashes, but however, though you're not supposed to do it, if you drop it like this, just a little bit, it'll actually slide out. I'm assuming something's getting jarred, so any feedback on how to fix that.